The name of Hugh Victor McKay, its pioneer and founder, will forever be remembered as one of our nation builders. 60 years ago, in this humble little smithy, was laid the foundation of a great enterprise. And the first successful harvester ever made saw the light of day. A crude machine, yet a vastly important invention. It revolutionized agriculture throughout the world. Great oaks from little acorns grow. So it is that today, this organization, covering no less than 70 acres of plant and mill, is a vast engineering works that harnesses power to science and continues to lead the world in harvesting technique. These gardens, laid out and planted for the welfare of the employees and residents of Sunshine, provide a restful contrast to the activity within the factory. Let's glimpse highlights of this great national industry. Raw materials from all over Australia are used. Millions of feet of timber, thousands of tons of coke, pig iron, scrap iron and steel, with moulding sand and limestone, are necessary to meet the demands of production. Modern electrical and mechanical equipment make for efficient handling. In addition to basic raw metals, tens of thousands of tons of bar and sheet iron, steel and tubing, comprising over 1,100 different types, are used annually in this plant. Even the nuts, bolts and rivets are made in these mills. About 100 million of them yearly, all shapes and sizes. Such machines as these are typical of the modern plant that makes this industry a model of enterprise and efficiency. These mills pioneered the bright shafting industry in Australia and continue to supply domestic needs of bright steel formerly imported. The laboratory plays an important part in keeping a check on the quality of all these raw materials and on the finished products. Chemists and metallurgists make exhaustive chemical and physical tests to ensure maintenance of necessary high standards. In the designing and drafting department, the creative base and spearhead of all modern engineering, ideas and research are translated into plans and specifications. Precision engineering is the keynote of the Sunshine Harvester works. Tools and gauges are made by highly skilled operators capable of making parts to an accuracy of 100,000th part of an inch. Molding and casting plays a big part in production. The mold itself is made of special sands packed around the patterns. After the pattern is removed, steel or iron is poured into the mold, filling the cavities, and when cool and set, reproduces in metal the shape and contour of the pattern. A year's production is about 4 million castings of steel, grey iron, or malleable. Iron castings are placed in these annealing chambers, baked at a high temperature to make them malleable and easily worked. About 500 tons a week of bar iron and steel are cut up for the manufacture of wrought parts. Here is the super blacksmith shop. Furnace after furnace, mechanized power hammers beating, shaping and processing the hot iron and steel into the shapes and patterns required. This looks like a good display of fireworks, but is really modern electric flash welding. In the machine shop, expert draftsmen and skilled engineers coordinate machine and tool with keen eye, skilled hands and expert knowledge. Here is order and efficiency. Line after line, row after row of intricate machines, each man intent and concentrating on his task. Steel biting into steel, turning, shaping, milling, drilling, thousands of different steel parts to dovetail and fit into a perfect engineering symmetry. Power presses, guillotines and bending machines cut, bend and fashion sheet iron to exact shapes and sizes. These machines are among the most modern and efficient in engineering practice and are but another demonstration of Australian enterprise and engineering development. Matured timber is a component part of agricultural machinery, and modern high-speed woodworking machines give accurate production and high finish. The completed parts are then made up in sub-assemblies ready for the main assembly floor. This is the converging point for all components and the multitude of parts that go to make a modern agricultural machine. Machines of various types are now ready for the progressive assembly line, each machine moving along the line as it nears completion. When finally assembled, each machine is given a rigid and exhaustive test under severe conditions before being finally passed. The supply of duplicates or replacement parts is an important service. In this department alone, stocks of over 70,000 different parts are immediately available. Any part of any Sunshine machine can be replaced accurately and speedily. Today, the Sunshine machines are playing their part on the world's food front, particularly in Australia, Great Britain, New Zealand, and South Africa. Right throughout the organization are efficiency and modern methods, and a spirit of cooperation and service. Every modern device in accounting machines and equipment make for speed of handling and accuracy. So the product of this great organization, by road, rail and sea, even plane, speeds on its way to develop our great continent, a tribute to a great ideal founded by a great Australian and carried on today in the same tradition of service and loyalty that has made the name of Sunshine famous throughout the world. And so this great enterprise, with 60 years of service, is playing its part both in peace and war in Australia's onward march to national greatness.